Oh yeah!
Hello guys, I'm doing something different today. I've decided to do a tier list. A tier list about all the unlockable weapons for Scout. As you can see, I've got all the tiers ranging from S to F. So let's begin. First are the primaries, and we can't get more classic than the Scattergun. See, the Scattergun is a good weapon. It deals 105 damage at max ramp up, which is on enough to 3-shot every single class. It fires really fast, it holds 6 shells, it reloads pretty fast. I think we're starting off with an S. I mean, it's a stock weapon, what do you expect? Force of Nature, or Force on Nature, whatever. This one isn't the best. It holds 2 clips rather than 6. It has an interesting knockback that knocks yourself and other people back. Pretty bad, not gonna lie. If it was just a self knockback, I would have been fine with it. But the fact that it also deals knockback to enemies kind of ruins it. The rest are that it has more pellets and deals less damage. But it actually deals much more damage up close, dealing around 100 and something. I don't know, I don't use it. I'm gonna be kind and give it a B tier. Sword Stop. This is a pistol. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention about the Force of Nature is that it reloads the entire clip at once. Speaking of Sword Stop, it also reloads the entire clip at once. But instead it holds 4 shots, it fires much faster, deals 100% more damage, and has modified fall off, so that it deals the best damage at mid-range, whereas opposed to the other scatterguns deal the max damage when you're up close at the enemy's face. However, the spread is also much more tight, making it way harder to hit any shots. However, it's much more rewarding if you do so. I think this is an A-tier weapon. Oh yeah, it also has a shove or something. Yeah, that's useless, don't worry about it. Soda Popper. See, this is the Force of Nature, but done right. It has a reload and firing speed, so it can actually be used for this burst damage tactic. It also gives you hype. Whenever you damage enemies, you build up this hype meter. When it's full, pressing the right mouse button with it equipped lets you double jump an extra 5 times. S tier. Babyface's Blaster. God, talking about this weapon just makes me sad. See, this weapon holds 4 clips for bullets. And it also makes you slower on base at 123% speed. You're still fast enough to catch up to every class, but you get heavily nerfed. However, damaging enemies with this builds Boost, which at max makes you go at 178% move speed, which is the maximum speed a class can go. However, the deal breaker is that 25 damage, which is almost 1 pistol shot, completely erases your boost. And you need the 300 something damage to build it up. D tier, because I've seen a handful of people make use from it. The Backscatter. This is kind of the back burner but for Scout. Whenever you hit people from the back, you deal mini crits, which at max lets you deal 144 damage, which one-shots scouts, engineers, snipers, and spies, and gets really close to one-shotting medics. However, it has a smaller clip size and also an accuracy penalty, and that's where it all goes down, because the accuracy penalty heavily nerfs this weapon. See, in order to not miss all your shots, you need to get close. But at that point, just use the stock scattergun. I'm gonna be nice. C tier. I love this weapon, but just not good. Pistol. On to the secondaries, by the way. Pistol is fine. Not the best, but I'll take it. I don't think I need to explain it that much. Holds 12 bullets, fires pretty fast. Suffers much less fall off than the scatter guns. Bong Atomic Punch. When you drink this, you become invulnerable for 8 seconds. However, you can also not fire your weapons or swing your melees, and you're still very vulnerable to knockback. Think of it as cloak for spy. The less people you bump into, the smaller problems you'll have to deal with. Also, there's this. Excuse me. Sorry, I don't know if the mic caught that, but I sneezed. Anyways, the more damage you would have taken were you not bonged, the slower you become when you exit bong. So whenever people hit you while you're bonged, they may not deal damage to you per se, but once the effect ends, you will be slow depending on the damage you get dealt. And getting dealt 200 damage makes you even slower than heavy. So yeah, I'm gonna be nice. C tier. Criticola. Drinking this gives you guaranteed mini crits. However, once you fire the weapon, you get marked for death. B. Excuse me. Mad Milk. See, this is not a drink. You wouldn't want to drink it anyways. When you throw it, any enemies you hit get the milk status effect. And enemies that get the milk status effect, when damage is dealt to them, 60% of that damage is returned as health on the attacker. So think of it as the black box, or the conch. Pretty good, A tier. However, it's not the best. The flying guillotine is really good. You throw it, and whatever person gets hit by it gets the bleed status effect and gets 54 damage dealt to them. This mixed with a good body shot, meat shot, can kill basically any light class. However, it's risky, and also it used to have a neat mechanic where long shots give you mini crits, and hitting stunned enemies made it crit, but that's removed now, sadly. Still though, A tier. The Winger. So this weapon has a reduced clip size of 5. However, it lets you jump higher and deals more damage. It's good for an assassin playstyle. B tier. Pretty Boy's Pocket Pistol. This weapon has a reduced clip size again, but instead 9 bullets. It also fires much faster, and hitting with it gives you back some portion of your health, up to 3 per bullet. A tier. The Bat. I don't have to explain anything. However, unlike every other stock melee, it only deals 35 damage. However, it swings much faster. Sandman. It lowers your max health to 110, which allows you to be one-shot by any rocket launcher that doesn't have a damage penalty, and gives you a useless ball. F tier, obviously. Candy Cane. This makes you one-shottable by soldiers and demo men. However, getting kills, not just with it, but getting kills in general, drops small health packs. B. If there's no experienced soldiers or demo men, this is easily an S tier. Boston Basher. This weapon is the ultimate gamble. Hitting people with it, along with dealing 35 damage, deals bleed, but missing, hitting nothing, makes you bleed. Idiot. B tier. Sound on a Stick. It gives you fire vulnerability, I guess, and hitting burning people with it crits them, dealing 78 something damage. But Dapper, how? It deals 35 damage, so it should deal 105 damage max. Yeah, but it has a damage penalty. So 78 damage is just a little more, than an average meat shot. That makes it useless. Fan of War. Hitting people with this marks them for death. However, it deals next to no damage. Still good though. Atomizer. See, hitting people with this while you're airborne deals mini crits. However, it has a slower deploy and holster speed, I suppose, and it also deals less damage at 30. Oh yeah, it also gives you triple jumps. Yeah, whatever. That is a very small stat. It definitely doesn't allow you to explore the entirety of maps. S tier. And last but not least, Rap Assassin. This is the flying guillotine, but for melee. It also deals much less damage. It also has a smaller hitbox. I'm gonna be nice, B tier. So yeah, this is my tier list for all of Scout's weapons. If you disagree, feel free to note your stuff down in the comments. And Lime, before you say, you're gonna put the Force of Nature in S tier. But we all know you're a scunt, so shut up. Anyways, goodbye guys.